Hi everybody, this is Teaserking coming to you with the college play of the week. I'd like to talk about the big game, and this will just be on one teaser, and I'm going to break down my one play. This is my sort of my free plays. I'm going to talk about the Oregon-Michigan State game. Michigan State's laying 3.5, and the over/under is 67 in this. You have many things going on. You have a revenge game for Michigan State. They lost to Oregon. You have a new quarterback at Oregon who's starting his first road game. I know he played a lot at Eastern Washington, but this is Michigan State, not whoever they play there. Michigan State, their quarterback's back, Cook. They lost Langford and Lippett, their best receiver and best running back, but they got a lot of talent. It's not an issue. Michigan State at home is very strong. Last year the game was in Oregon. It was 95 degrees, and State should have won the game. They put up a lot of points. The problem was they just got tired of, due to the heat. Oregon's fast pace eventually wore them out in the fourth quarter. I don't see that being a problem here. It's going to be, I don't know, 70s or 80s here. I live in Michigan. And so it shouldn't be like a high heat problem. Breaking down the game, I don't like the point spread to take Michigan State. I think Michigan State wins this game, but I think it's very close, and the line's 3.5. So I don't really love Michigan State plus 2.5. Here's an instance I wouldn't play a 10-point teaser with Michigan State at 6.5. I think Oregon certainly can win the game. I think this goes down to the first science I do is look at the game going, who do you think's going to win? Well, I think this is a pretty even game. I know the factors of the new quarterback for Oregon and the travel is important, but at the end of the day, it's still Oregon. They still have the system. Michigan State has the luxury of playing them again, so last year when they played them, they got the feel of how fast the game moves and everything else. I think the loss of Mariota to the pros and the new kid will be the difference for Michigan State. I really like this game over the 67, teased down to the 61. Michigan State played Western, who's a very explosive offense in their own right, even though they're in the MAC. They have a great quarterback, running back, receiver combo, and they put up 24 on Michigan State. Michigan State scored 37 on them. Michigan State will score over 40 against Oregon. However, I like Oregon to put up 40 on Michigan State. If Western put up 24 on them, Oregon will have no problem getting into the 40s, at least the high 30s, let's say. They'll score at least 35. Oregon gave up 35 to Eastern Washington, so it shows me their defense isn't all there. I think the proper play in this game is not the side, but the total. I think over 61, you're talking 31-30. I see both teams beating 31-30. Both teams at least in the 35s, and the winner will score in the 40s. So it's a 70 to 80 point game. I don't think without problem. Neither of these teams have the top defense. Michigan State, I think, has a very strong defense, but their secondary has been a concern last year, and they got a fairly new secondary. So again, Oregon will find ways to score. It's not going to, Michigan State doesn't have that no-fly zone defense, but it'll be a good one. But I think Oregon finds a way to put up 35. If you have to bet the side, I'd almost lean towards Oregon and 9.5. I think is a better play than Michigan State and 2.5. I do think Michigan State gets the win, but they're not going to blow out Oregon. And I just think Oregon getting 9.5 is a big number. I think that's really big. I think the spread's about right. I think State should be favored by about 3, but I think Oregon and 9.5 is correct, and I think more so, I think the over 61 is the best play here. Take Oregon. Take this game over 61. Let me give you a score. Michigan State wins it 41-37. How about that? I like to give scores. See how close I get. Who do you play it with? I'll give you the play with. It's not a lock. I play it with the Air Force laying 7 to San Jose State. I would take Air Force down to 1. They're a good home team. San Jose State is a terrible team. It's a great team to bet against. They're almost a 90% trend the last 2 years to bet against them. They brought in a new coach. Their quarterback was gone, so they got a new quarterback. Air Force with that option attack, it's very hard to get ready for it. One thing I learned at poker, I was talking to a football coach, and he says it's very hard to get ready for Army, Navy, Air Force, teams that run the option, because you can't practice against it. You got to figure out the offense, and you can't, in practice, run this type of offense so the defense can get ready for it. You can't do it. And I think Air Force pounded San Jose State pretty good last year. Anyway, Air Force at home, lay the 1, play it with the over in the Michigan State game. If you want to, I would suggest buy the locks or buy the college, and there's a ton of locks going, and play Michigan State with one of the locks. That would also be a very good way, but I do like Air Force very much, and I'm playing Air Force. So anyway, so that's really the teaser of the week, the game of the week. Played the over in the Michigan State game with the Air Force, and I look for a very exciting game, Oregon, Michigan State, but I think it's close, and I think it's high scoring. All right, everybody, enjoy. Good luck this weekend. Please, if you have any questions. And this is a Teaser King, www.teaserking.com. I'm here to increase your bankroll. That'll make you money. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Good luck.